What's approaching the supreme moment? Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead.
What's good? So I've already cleared stage 30 of this Strength Gogeta's Extreme Z battle, but I was testing around different units and different team builds, and this is going to be a free-to-play guide. I've only included units that you can basically get from card drops or the World Tournament summons, so all these are pretty much free to play in my classification, and we're going to go ahead and test out if these teams can pretty much beat stage 30. I'm only going to go on stage 30. I figured if you're able to clear stage 30, you should be able to clear the rest of the stages. And I will go ahead and say, like, not everything is going to go perfectly. Sometimes, you know, RNG is going to be a bitch, and you might have to retry it, but, you know, the possibility is definitely there to kind of beat the EZA battles with the against the Gogeta unit with these team setups. Now, this one, yeah, I mean, you definitely do want to include the LR Metacooler Army as a lead, even if you don't necessarily have them at, you know, 100% like I do. The leader skill itself is going to benefit everyone else, you know what I mean? And this is going to be with the Turles friend, so if you do decide to go this route, definitely make sure to pick a Turles friend that has pretty good levels toward additional attack in the potential system. Additional attacks are definitely going to help out quite a bit. The Agility Metacooler you see is a free-to-play unit that the card dropped in the story event. It's currently not available, unfortunately, but hopefully some of you guys farmed the event, you know, for the unit while I was out. The Broly is currently available in the story event, so I went ahead and got him to Rainbow, and he does pretty well. The Final Form Cooler unit from the World Tournament banner is a very good unit as well. Also provides a 40% increase to attack and defense for agility types, so that's going to help you out quite a bit in terms of, you know, maximizing damage not only for Cooler but also for units like Turles. And the strength version, I only included that unit of Metacooler just because it does have a passive support, providing a 15% increase to attack for allies. So again, this is pretty much going to ride on, you know, Turles providing most of the damage. This Cooler unit is also a very good unit. I have him at 79%, and I think level 11 additional attack, level 15 criticals. It's a very good unit, and hopefully, you know, you guys have at least one copy of that, because the passive alone will help out the team overall. The Agility free-to-play Metacooler unit is also pretty good. He'll hit for a pretty decent amount, like anywhere from 300 to up to like 400,000 in damage against this Gogeta unit. And again, this is really going to come down to luck. Sometimes you'll get unlucky and get supered on at the wrong time, wrong location, whatever. But, you know, realistically speaking, with this type of team setup, you should be able to clear it. I forgot to mention the Agility Cooler unit that you saw in the third slot is from the Baba Shop. So you can get one copy of that from the Baba Shop exchange. I forgot how many incredible gems it costs, but that guy's only SA level 3 and no dupes or potential orbs invested on him. So luckily Turles is back around. First slot, no attacks incoming. So yeah, I mean, this should be pretty much it right here. And by the way, when he does transform, you are also able to recover HP as well, so that'll kind of extend the rounds a little bit too. So all right, so that's sample number 1 with the free-to-play setup of pretty much a cross between a villains and movie boss team. The next one is going to be with the Agility Metacooler friend lead, and then running a similar type of team. Slight variations here and there, but you'll see it when we move on. So this is the setup right here. Most of these units are the same. As you can see, they're all agility units because Metacooler provides a 90% increase to stats for extreme agility types. The what was his name? Cyclopean Guards, pretty decent defensive unit, 50% increase to defense for allies, and then cuts down damage by 30%. And then the Hellfighter 17 has a high probability of dodging, so it's a little bit of a gambit to include those two units, especially Hellfighter 17, but it's worthwhile enough to hope for a chance of dodge kicking in to where you're able to kind of evade attacks a little bit. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much the format with that. Again, the agility metacooler unit, very good unit. His attack will go up based on how many attacks he receives. On top of that, remember he has the ability to transform, so you're going to be able to save a lot of HP and damage taken while he's in his transformation status. So definitely a good option here. Probably, I mean, if you're lacking movie boss category units within the agility type, this might be a better approach in terms of overall balance with the team itself, because Metacooler will provide a 90% versus Turles, who only provides a 50% to extreme agility types, I believe. I'll have to double check that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so actually it's not agility types, but it's extreme types get 50% boost. So it's 40% less than what Metacooler would provide to extreme agility teams, where obviously those guys would have type advantage against the Strength Gogeta. So something to definitely factor in. I mean, if you have other units, I mean, like I said, this is basically a free-to-play setup. So if you have units like Super 17, certainly use that guy as a lead. 120% lead for extreme agility types, plus he mitigates damage by reducing damage taken by 40%, I think, and then attack goes up based on the attacks received. So he's a pretty solid unit. I'm sure he's very helpful for that. Other units, like, I don't know if you have I'm trying to think of other units. I can't think of it on top of my head, but again, the main point of this is take this as a sample of teams you could potentially run based on a free-to-play setup. Now, given a couple of these units are at 100%, so there is going to be some differences with the overall performance, but the concept's pretty much the same. And here we go with the giant form. So you're basically essentially taking 0 damage. He puts out a pretty good amount of damage as well, so definitely a good way to capitalize reducing Gogeta's HP during the status. So I think between the two, this might be a better option if you're lacking movie boss category type units within the agility types. You're probably gonna have a better chance. Plus, like, this guy will transform, so he's gonna be able to extend it at least 2 more rounds without taking any damage, and you could pretty much like try and plow through it by applying as much damage as possible. So both variations you can definitely clear it. Just sometimes you'll get unlucky. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a perfect run every time, but this will give you at least a good chance of clearing the stages for the not extreme agility, but the Super Gogeta extreme I can't even talk. It's been a long day. I think I got like an hour's sleep last night, so. But yeah, this is a good guide, I guess, to take as a sample for the Super Gogeta Extreme Z Battle event for the up to stage 30. So hopefully this kind of gave you some ideas on potential teams you could build within just a free-to-play, and you could probably mix it in with summonable units, because I'm sure not everybody's a free-to-play. So again, hopefully this helped you guys, and as always, definitely appreciate you guys watching.